So what's up, mi familia? So I'm here, I'm preparing for a reading, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm going back and forth in my head, and I'm just like, bro, why do people protect the culprit? Why do people defend the bad guy? Why do people ostracize and make the victim silence? Why that? But then I was like, you know what, screw that. Let's just get a reading in, because at the end of the day, humans are gonna be humans. Alright, yeah, that's unacceptable. I ain't got nothing for that, honestly. I was trying to go somewhere with it, but clearly, as you can see, we ain't got nothing for it. Alright, it's despicable, horrible behavior should not and will not be tolerated. Alright, not just in the new earth, but honestly, in our own personal realities, bro. You know that we're blessed and highly favored, meaning no weapon form shall prosper. That being said, we're going to give all the praise to the Most High, and as you can see, I woke up fully charged, full of energy, ready to go, almost feeling as if every piece of my energy is placed back appropriately, click, click, where it's supposed to be. Did you hear my clicks? Because I went clickety, click, click, clack. Boom. Alright, so yeah. So with that being said, let's get a reading in. I'm feeling good. I'm going to chill with the muggles for a little bit, but not too much, but I'm going to chill with the muggles. And then we'll see what happens after that. Alright, all praise to the Most High. So, death. Okay. Influence in the read, but justice, yes. Balance these scales, because things that are nice need to be made right, because things are unfair when it's not. I don't really got nothing right now, but as you can see, we do need some justice in this house. We do need to bring some things to terms. We do need to find where the instability lies and correct it. I know I'm going in on the Libra today. Alright, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's my sister's son, and honestly, I don't feel like getting into it with you guys today. I really don't. We're not going to do, we could, but we're not going to. But we could, but we're not going, but we could, but we're not going to. But we definitely could, but we're not going to. We're just going to leave that cycle there, because as you can see, we can do this for days. I can do this for days. I'm feeling good. Okay. Slow it down just a little bit. Alright, so as you can see, we have the Seven of Pentacles on the table. Alright, and we have Queen of Swords who's looking at everything. She's the one who seems to be investing the time, the energy, the dedication in this situation, or at least the growth and the potential of this situation. Of course, we want a Ten of Pentacles, right? It's on the horizon, is it not? Well, I would hope so. We don't actually know. It depends on what you invest in. But as we can see with the Queen of Swords, she is muy magnifico when it pertains to making decisions, right? Like the King of Swords, he's a bit stoic, emotionally detached. But the Queen of Swords, she's going to give you the ability to speak, plead your case. Now, don't get it twisted. While you're speaking, she's definitely discerning your actions and words, making sure everything lines up so she can cut you if she got to. All right, same temperament as the King, but she'll give you a little bit more mercy, because mercy is when you're not deserving of what you're receiving. Grace is when, like, yo, this is a bad situation. Let me help you, because you're not supposed to be here. Let me give you some grace, brother. Let me help you out. Mercy is like, oh, you did it, but let me give you a breadcrumb. Get out. So those types of situations. Nonetheless, she's trying to figure out, is this a grace or a mercy type of situation? Because at the end of the day, we want a Ten of Pentacles. All right, with the Eight of Swords here, we're nervous. We're in our heads, we're stuck. And it's interesting because when I started the whole read, when I was minding my business before I hit the button, it was the devil. Alright, you thought I was going to say Eight of Swords. It was the devil that was around. It was lingering, right? You feel me? Just kept coming around and circling. The cards felt stuck together like a block and everything. I had to work through that, you feel me? And that's when I started getting excited and was like, you know what? I'm going to be the victor of this. So that might be what she's kind of trying to sift through and see, or at least make decisions in order for her to get through. Because honestly, that devil energy is no joke. But the best part of this is it's all in her head with the Eight of Swords. It's a mental thing. You're choosing to put yourself there. You're choosing to be trapped there. Luckily, she's a Queen of Swords, and she's wonderful. She's one of my favorite queens. I love all the queens. I love all the queens. Oh, all right. Whoa, what? Go in figure. Alright, I told you the devil was lurking. Alright, here we go. The Hierophant. Alright, now this is interesting. We have two influences, right? They're both the same exact energy, different spectrums. Right? Same exact energy, different polarity. I don't know the word I'm looking for, bro. If you can help me out, put it below. Hopefully I'll, pay attention to it. But anyway, both influences, but they lead completely different. With the devil, it's more of a bondage, more of a control. You're kind of stuck, you're kind of tricked, you're kind of placed in situations that honestly you don't want. Now with the Hierophant, the Most High, it's learning by example. All right, not by me telling you, but by you seeing me live, practice, and be this. You can't help but to be like, oh my goodness, is this dawning on me? Right? You feel me? So it's two different, completely different types of leadership. But as you can see, some with the devil might be coming to a close with 6 pentacles here. We have a world here, and then we have the devil. All right. Now this is interesting. It's very interesting because I don't know if it's like that would make more sense. But look, at the end of the day, choosing to give to this energy possibly put her on a whole nother timeline that didn't necessarily get her 10 of pentacles. Excuse me. I want to say 10 of cups. What is that? Interesting. Anyway, so she's trying to figure out how she can get to this new beginning, new chapter, and then there's a blockage with this devil energy. It seems to be that there's some sort of linkage, some sort of binding together. Can we just peek behind the Hierophant? Every time God come around, he throws you blessings, bro. Like, I don't know why we even operate with this devil energy, because look, literally standing behind the Most High's guidance is what? This is why everybody don't deserve grace. All right, let's just proceed, because you follow the light, you get the blessing, and you stay over here. Honestly, you're stuck. Ooh, follow the light, you get the blessing. I like that. Okay, so here we are, taking a journey, a solo journey, because we know aces are personal. Nonetheless, we're taking a passionate pursuit. Now, it could be creative energy as well, all right? Using a little bit of that primal energy to get things together and moving, all right? Poetry, excitement, things like that, performing, being on stage. Nonetheless, we have a 9 of Pentacles, which is success, which is interesting. So we're missing the 8th pentacle in order to get to the 10th pentacle. So there's just one small thing that's missing, and that seems to be how the devil works. All right, let's just proceed. Let's just proceed. So the devil's keeping this energy from the blessing, but if they follow the guidance of the Hierophant, whomever that may be, it doesn't have to be the Most High. It could be like one of their spiritual teachers, one of their awesome avatars that are like acclimated in order to receive downloads, you know what I mean? Nonetheless, if you listen to the guidance of the light, you receive your blessing after that. Anywho, let's go. A bit of a juggling act going down. Oh, 8 pentacles, 7, 8. We had 9, 10. Ooh, okay, this is coming together. All right, so with this journey, it looks like 2 pentacles, we're gaining some sort of stability. We're starting to manage things, we're starting to see things clearly, which is wonderful because I didn't have time for the nonsense. All right, okay, and with that, we're starting to see how our prayers can be heard. Now, here we are with the sifting of the emotions. All right, this is a crucial part. Why do I say that? Because right now we have a sword in our hand. So if our emotions are not good, somebody might get hurt. No. All right, well, let's double down with that because we got 5 cups here. All right, so somebody's definitely feeling down in the depths, so we definitely want to have a heads up and give this person space. Sun's coming out. Hey, I'm so happy. Oh, God is good. Proceed, proceed. Talk to me nice, Spirit. This is wonderful energy. It feels good to be back. My energy is feeling, it's not all the way back, but it's feeling like it's breathing. It doesn't feel as restricted. It doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't feel like it has a cloud around it anymore. And for the past week and a few days, it's been really, which is why I haven't posted in the past, 2 weeks? So thank you for bearing with me. It's a little bit of spiritual warfare that honestly I didn't necessarily recognize I was even involved with for such a long period of time. I was just working through it, because what else are God's warriors going to do? We're going to put our heads down, we're going to work. Faith without works is dead, you feel me? This is life. But no, it's not life. This is spiritual warfare. So we had to discern the two, build coherence, and now we're back. I love you. Ooh, the Wheel of Fortune. All right, we're talking good over here. All right, so here we go. The devil's still working. All right, the devil still got this energy locked. All right, okay. Now, it's interesting. We're going from pentacles to swords. So a bit of stability into now being in our thoughts and in our heads. Now something that's stable, something that's material, something that's a part of the 3D realm, to now something that's in our head and something that has no structure, no stability, nothing, which makes sense. It's making sense why the sword is out. We're waiting. Oh, we're waiting. We're waiting for this opportunity. Here we go with the Queen of Wands. No idea who this broad is. No freaking clue who this broad is, because honestly, we got a devil energy. We got so much going on. Hierophants and devils. I don't know who is who at this point. But I'm thinking we need a different deck for that. So, I mean, if you got the time, I got the time. If you got the time, I got the time. I'm just, you feel me? We're only like 9 minutes and 33 seconds in. So I'm feeling like we should just shuffle the deck and stop talking about it. Duh. What the heck do we think is going on here? Anywho, are we really going to shuffle? We got 5 cups with the 4 cups. It's resonating. Proceeding. Boom, King of Cups. Boom, 7 of Cups. I want to know, who's this Queen of Wands, chica? Okay, so it's coming up as she is the Queen of Swords. This is her who's making this decision. She's the one with the offer. This is our first tarot deck ever. Like, it had the book and everything. It's up there on the shelf. But, feel me? OG in the house. Anywho, who are you, Queen of Wands? Because we want to make sure we're appropriate as we're building this storyline. This is the energy that's moving so freaking slow with the Knight of Pentacles. Now, of course, this is the only night to cross the finish line. But, geez, bro. Why are you... You know what? We're good. You're carrying gold. We get it. You're moving slowly because this could possibly be everything that you wished for, you prayed for, you manifested, you wanted, things that you poured into life and also into the environment you surround. You, Queen of Swords, you, we love you. That's right, but your sword's up in both pictures, so you're a bit guarded and defensive, and that's what we're trying to figure out, okay? And again, we're getting the same read on the same card. Okay, here we are doubling down with that Ace of Wands. This is what you want, right? You want that wand. You want to get on that journey. Right? You nasty. Anywho, we see that you clearly want to take this approach. You want to take this. You want to go after. You want to go for the gold. So my question once again to you, my love, my friend, my dear, this lady that threatens me with this sword in her hand. Who is the Queen of Wands? My AI does the same thing. It always wants to circulate me back to the same thing that I said, but not give me new information. So sometimes you got to kind of get in their rear. I'm loving the vibes today. All right. Who are you, Queen of Wands? Let's get to talking. Queen of Wands, who the heck are you? All right. Oh, okay, we have an Emperor. We have a Divine Masculine on the table. Okay, very good. We have a Divine Masculine here. Okay. I'm not going to say apple of the eye, but with the Divine Masculine, he's the one who chooses the feminine that he approaches. Okay. It looks like we have a Queen of Pentacles. Monsieur King Emperor over here. As you see, he looks rather confident and determined and ready to take action. And he's like, look at this sweet, gentle little bunny-like Queen of Pentacles. I must have her and ravish her. I don't really know what that means, but it sounded awesome. Alright, with that, he may or may not have taken a leap of faith towards this particular Queen of Pentacles. Very grounded, very devoted, very loyal, very humble and modest energy. Beautiful energy. Nonetheless, might have taken a leap of faith towards this particular energy, recognizing a Ten of Cups when you see it. Why? Because that's one of the gifts of the Divine Masculine. When you know, you know. You don't got a question. You just go. You jump. You leap. Which is why last night's reading, which was this morning's reading, made absolutely no sense. Just do it. Just be like Nike and do it. What are you hesitating for? Think about it after. And that's probably why masculines tend to end up in situations that we don't always want all the time, because we think about it after. Nonetheless, this would help you at this time, not us. Alright? Boom, Queen of Wands. Okay. So the word. Oh. Bitch, we got the story. Oh, I didn't mean to curse like that. It's real. Alright, so. Emperor goes for the Queen of Pentacles. Alright, she's looking good. She's looking like a bunny. Now, when you see a bunny, you're thinking, oh, they're going to go procreate. Okay, yes, it is fertility. They're definitely going to go procreate, but I'm thinking like a gentle, delicate, like, oh, I got to be gentle. But then you're probably thinking of Lenny, right? Right? Of Mice and Men, right? Okay, that's probably a completely different story. Was it a puppy? You know, we're going to leave that there. If you know, just put it in the comments, because that would actually help. Or I could read the book. Maybe that's it. Homie took a jump at the Queen of Pentacles. He thought this was a delicate energy. Oh, very giving and warm. So he jumps. He recognizes the Ten of Cups when he sees it. Why? Because that's what masculines are. We see it, we want it, we go for it. Sometimes it's not what we thought it was, but that's because we didn't work on the feminine energy within us. See that? Accountability. Nonetheless, at that moment, this homie was like, because you know, Divine Masculines, we don't play that. You feel me? We're locked in, we're focused, we're here. You seen Yellowstone? Rip and Beth? Alright, there ain't nothing around. It's just Beth. It's just Beth. Alright, you feel me? If you know, then you know. And if you don't know, then you need to know. Anyway, so here we go. This Queen of Wands may have been around. I don't know what capacity this Queen of Wands was around, but apparently she's attractive. To whom, I don't know. But apparently when the Queen of Pentacles came around, as modest as she is, that cycle came to a close, baby. Ah, that's who she is. She's the other woman who got ditched, dumped, left behind, abandoned, straight. I don't really like third parties. Alright, sometimes I'm a third party. But I'm usually the inside. You know what? I'm point to give the reading without the little clip. You know what? We're done. So that's who this Queen of Wands is. The Queen of Wands is the energy in which was left behind, abandoned, left as a stray. All right. Well, hold on before we get to that. Is there anything else we need to know about this Queen of Wands? She's watching, she's spying, she's collecting information. Okay. She sees the blessing. She's watching to wait for the blessing to come up front, to come about, apparently. Okay. Okay, maybe she senses it. I don't know. This is a lot going on. Hold on. Let's get the... Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Boom. Now she's waiting and she's watching. She's spying. She's collecting information. Because honestly, it's inevitable. You got a divine master and you think he's not going to get his divine outcome? Or desired outcome? Divine outcome? I don't know. Anywho, she's spying, she's watching, she's gathering, collecting information. Alright, she sees the blessing in possibly this divine masculine. I think it's more of the union, but she, because she's karmic, clearly sees the blessing in the person and not, you know what I'm trying to say without being unhealthy, right? So I'm not going to make this more difficult for me than it already is. She made him the prize as opposed to, you know what, we're done, I'm done. Alright, so there we go, moving forward. She sees the blessing moving away, moving balanced energies as a divine masculine should. Alright, towards a divine feminine, towards the Empress. Oh, you thought you fucked up before. And now she sits there just waiting for this Emperor to approach. Alright, 6 Pentacles ready to give. Oh my god, this is wonderful. And then there's a Hierophant energy, again, second deck over here, possibly giving advice, telling her to leave somebody out in the cold. Alright, okay. Hierophant energy, or Hangman energy, seeing things from other perspectives. 3 of Wands waiting for your ships to come in, but you gotta contemplate and think about what's going on. The Empress is making a decision about the Queen of Wands. Alright, so we got 5 Wands, a little bit of tension. Alright, the adversity is being seen. Alright, things are definitely being highlighted with the Sun, and the path is being chosen. The interesting thing of everything is this right here. Ready? 1, 2. She's finally figuring out this devil energy and what they may or may not have wanted. Alright, so she's trying to calculate her way out. She's trying to strategically get away. She's moving in silencio, por favor. But she's doing it as she's taking action, which is bringing us back to this other deck. Perfect. Thank you, Spirit. Because I was rambling and I was getting stuck over here. Anywho. So yes, it's tense, it's hot over there, and it's been illuminated through the Hierophant energy, the tension that's being brought. So it looks like the Queen of Emotions or Queen of Cups seems to be disguising her emotions, leaving out some important vital information with the 7 of Swords here. Page of Wands, 2 of Swords, High Priestess. This news and announcement, they're trying to keep it under wraps so that it doesn't get leaked out to the inappropriate parties. Alright, oh. Maybe they're not even telling her that she's left out in the cold. Three Wands, 4 Swords to the strength. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it, aren't you? You're gonna freaking do it, aren't you? I gotta get out of this deck because this deck is gossipy. 7 Pentacles taking her time, figuring things out. What are you? Boom, because you recognize how reckless and careless and chaotic this energy actually is. Alright, because at the end of the day, they may have been all up in a bunch in a daze over this King of Cups and his emotions and how he expresses himself, because he's an emperor. Don't play with him. Okay, there's movement. This masculine energy expressed himself and how compatible he is. Okay, the moon. I have so many disabilities wrong with me, and I'm not even just joking with you. So if you choose to make fun of me, I could care less, but that shows how you lack morality, how you're mean to handicapped people. 10 Pentacles. Let's go. Sometimes you gotta check people where they stand. I just gotta be real. So apparently, whatever was going down, there was a situation developing. All right, the time was being invested, but there wasn't anything being seen. Eventually, this masculine energy comes forward and expresses himself about this Empress energy and how he sees her, how he feels about her. And as you can see, there's two cups of love here, but this cup of love is going for the Empress, and that must be a platonic cup in the background. Secretly, this energy was distraught with the moon and the Nine of Swords there, distraught in her head, like, oh my God, I can't believe this could really possibly be over. Oh my God, how could this really be? All right, Ace of Swords, truth and clarity. The truth finally comes out. Bitch, you never had a spot. I don't drink coffee no more. I just have a lot of energy and I'm more rested. Get you some. All right. Can I get an Ace of Swords on that? No, I'm just kidding. So yeah, so this is the Queen of Wands. 8 Pentacles. So now she's working. All right, so she feels butthurt because she got dropped for an Empress. Figures. Alright, and it's looking like she's trying to hinder, 4 Pentacles, keep these two from returning to each other. She's trying to block these two because they're so compatible. Right here, alright, we got 8 Pentacles and 2 Pentacles. 2 journeys, 2 ships, working on things, trying to keep them apart, but it's a 10 of Pentacles altogether, so you can't do it for but so long, loser. This is devil, karmic energy and behavior. I'm done with this deck. And we appreciate you coming forth. This is why I will never get rid of you. You are just old faithful to me. I just love you. Smooth proceeding. All right, back to this original storyline. So, Queen of Wands seems to be waiting. She's distraught. She's looking at everything. All right, we already seen why. Clearly, she ain't being chosen, and we can see why. And messiness. Here we go. We got somebody taking action in their truly desired area towards this Emperor energy, which is leaving this feminine energy in her head. Now, at the same time as all this is going on, the Divine Feminine is recognizing the role that this Queen of Wands is actually playing in all of this. Nonetheless, this energy is still moving towards this Emperor, just quieter, calmer. She's being more calculated and strategic with how she's going about this. Look, I'm just a reader, bro. I'm just a reader. I'm just here to tell some stories and chill with my own braids. I hope that means friends. But you feel me? That's all I'm here for. That's all I'm here for. Oh, guys, I think that's the end of our reading. I think that might be the end of our reading. We got the Page of Wands. Boom! 8 Wands, let's go. All right. 10 Swords. But everything is fine. We're going to make this happen. We're going to give it a go. But that is our announcement. That is our news. That is the situation. Unfortunately, we do have operatives. Ops? We got ops in the house. All right, they over here trying to, keep us from coming into union and keep these karmic cycles open. And for whatever reason, I don't know what benefits they get out of the situation, but apparently there's something. Is there anything else we need before we wrap this beautiful story up? Keep something hidden. So when she jumps at you, don't go and publicize this. All right. Yes, because that's just going to hurt this energy's feelings, and that's when more chaos and nonsense and turmoil might pop up. So, you feel me? Yes, you got an Empress or Emperor, because we all, energy is main body. Woo! Magician. Anywho, when this energy comes towards you, keep this to yourself. Why? Because you're going to hurt somebody's feelings, and we don't want them to cause more resistance. And a beautiful thing with this full card, it's a brand new tarot deck. It's a brand new story. It's a brand new everything. Get it? Every single card in this deck is about this guy or gal right here, right? So with that, taking the leap of faith, you're opening up a brand new timeline. Anything else? We are finally receiving our 10 of Cups, and that's a happily ever after. So let's be real. This needs to be protected. Alright, there's tension around this union. Alright, and I'm going to be realsies. Tower. It's for us, baby. So we got a 10 of Cups. We have an Empress or Emperor coming forward. Can we call it a combo? Let's call it a pairing. We have a union coming together. We just got to keep away from this creepy Queen of Wands. I don't know what her problem is, but I'll tell you this. I'm going to let you have a great day because, honestly, I feel myself escalating. And nobody deserves this from me. I said what I said. Alright, I'd like to express myself, but can we do the beep?